5 a.m. and I have to get ready for work. I'll be spending the majority of the day today in the gym, so I'm just going to do a little bit of skincare and concealer, maybe just a little bit of blush, and that will be it. And as always, every morning I do start with the MEDICUBE toner pads. Funnily enough, yesterday I was listening to the Double Cleanse podcast by the Welsh twins, and they were saying something along the lines of, it's January and I feel like my skin just doesn't want to be on my face. And you know what? I feel like that every single month, and I think a lot of women do as well. My skin has been doing so well the last couple of months, but then at that time of the month it's like a war zone, and I'm just so over it. At this point, I'm just happy that I like what I see in the mirror. Sometimes it is annoying, but you know, other than that, I'm healthy. Everyone is doing well in my family. Quite frankly, I'm just over trying to find new products to fix me when I know what the issue is. A new product that I have actually been loving is the Mixsoon SPF, and this is the Bean Sun Serum SPF 50 PA++++. Been trying this for about 2 weeks now, both on just no makeup days as well as under full coverage makeup. It does smell a little bit more chemically compared to any of the other K-Beauty SPFs that they have, but it literally melts into the skin so nicely, and it has a very velvety, silky texture, almost that it reminds me of my MEDICUBE serum that I normally go for in the mornings. Today I'm not going to use that because I'm going to work out, and then the majority of the day I'm going to be in the gym, and I don't really want to have extra dewiness on my skin. But if you're looking for a new SPF, this is a really good one. For concealer, I'm just going to use the H&B Weightless concealer, and I'm just going to dot right here like that. I'm just going to spread it with my finger, and then I'm going to leave it to dry a little bit just to get a little bit more coverage where I need it. And while that dries, I'm just going to fill my brows with the Filling Brow Pen by Miss Beauty. And I'm literally just going to draw a few brow hairs at the front and then structure my brow towards the end where I don't have that many brow hairs. I do have to say I do miss having a little bit more time so that I can do my makeup. I always want to do colorful eyeshadow or just shimmer or just a fun eyeliner, but lately I just don't have time even for that. And that's just the reality of anyone who has their own business. Not to mention, after doing TikTok shop live streaming for about 2 months every single day, I do miss it. I do miss being able to come on live in the mornings or in the evenings for 2 hours and just get ready with everyone. I'm also traveling a lot for work this month, as well as I am going for a week to Bulgaria so that I can pick up some of my, like, the leftovers of my belongings from my grandma's house because it is being sold, and I feel very sad about that. I know that for a lot of people in my family, it's kind of nothing. It's just an easier solution to everything, but I am really grieving the whole situation. And most of all, I don't know why I always had the idea that when I retire I'm going to go and live there, and that's no longer going to be an option, I guess. I think that's what's really hitting me lately. It was the only home that I genuinely felt safe when I was growing up. If you're new to my channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, I basically grew up in a very abusive family. So that house for me was always a place where I could escape. But what can I say? Some people have no shame, and just goes to show that we can never choose our parents. But it is what it is, you know? It's going to come and go, and I'm never going to have to think about him ever again. Like, that house was literally the last point of connection, if that makes sense, that we had. So in a way, I'm kind of happy that is no longer going to be in my life. I'm just going to mix 2 colors of the H&B concealer. I'm mixing 1N and 2N together, and that is going to go on my nose where I have a little bit more redness and I want to diffuse it for the rest of the day. Something like that. And then I'm just going to go with blush a little bit. This is from SACHEU Beauty and it's in the shade 03 I'm Guilty. Kind of like a very neutral pink. It's almost like a flush from within kind of situation. Like, I don't want to have makeup at the gym, but also at the same time I am kind of at work. On another note, I'm going to be working on 2 very exciting makeup projects this year. So the majority of this year is going to be makeup work compared to last year. So I'll be traveling a lot during the spring and the beginning of summer, but once I have the finalized schedule of the travels and when I'll be home, I'll be able to also schedule my lives. If you've missed my previous videos or my lives for January and February, I am doing Mind as a charity. And then I'm just going to set my face with the Beauty Crop Weightless Wonder Blurring Setting Mist. I've been loving this. I already used a miniature of this and I started again on the big size and I love it. And this is how I'm going to go to work. I'm going to put my hair on a ponytail. Let me know how your January is going. It doesn't have to be good or bad. Don't forget to follow me if you don't follow me already. Like the video, subscribe. I already said that. And I hope you're well.